Hi there, Kimberly Zimmerman, and today we're going to move through a hour yoga flow that brings us to the peak posture Ashtavakrasana. If you'd like to follow along with music, you can check out the description below to have a suggested playlist during your class. Ashtavakra was a great sage, and when he was in his mother's womb, he was listening to his father's recite the Vedas, and his father wasn't good at pronouncing the Vedas. And so Ashtavakra would correct his father from within the womb. His father did not like that. So he cursed at his son through the womb and caused him with his curses to have 8 breaks in his body that ended up being the 8 angles of the Ashtavakrasana pose. And today we'll be building up to the Ashtavakrasana pose. And a couple of props that might be handy for you if you're following along at home is to have a couple of blocks or perhaps thick books and a strap or perhaps a t-shirt or a towel to help us when we get to that part of our practice. We're going to start today in a child's pose. Toes touching, knees spread wide. We'll bring our hips back to our heels and reach our hands really far forward. Start to draw your attention into your body, into this moment. Start to deepen your breath. You can spread your fingers nice and wide and claw your fingers into the floor. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath before we begin. This would be a great time to start your Ujjayi breath. The Ujjayi breath is a sealed mouth breath. We're breathing in through the nose. We're constricting the back of the throat, hugging the throat muscles to create a whooshing sound or an oceanic sound as the breath moves in and out of our body. Go ahead and begin your Ujjayi breathing now. As you breathe in, feel your lungs expand side to side, top to bottom, front to back. 2 more rounds of breath. On your next big inhale, rise to a tabletop position. Come on to all fours. Spread the fingers nice and wide and seal the tops of your feet to the earth. We'll inhale through cow pose. Drop your belly, heart comes forward, shoulders come back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, chin into your chest, push the earth away. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, cow pose, and exhale, cat. Again, inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Come to neutral in your spine. Anchor the left palm. Inhale your right hand high, reach up. Take 3 circles with your right wrist in one direction, articulating the bones of your hands and warming up your right wrist. After 3 rounds in one direction, we're going to switch directions and go 3 rounds in the other direction. After 3 rounds in the other direction, reach up, still the twists of the wrists, open your chest a little bit more and thread your right arm underneath your left arm. Bring your ear and shoulder down to the earth for thread the needle. Your left arm can stay where it is or you can extend it forward towards the top of the mat. You can keep the left arm extended forward or move into a bind by swinging your left arm around and into the crease of your right hip, tucking your fingers into that fold. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath. Every inhale, think about lengthening from your earlobe to your tailbone, and every exhale, you can twist a little deeper. 1 more big breath in. 1 more big breath out. Good. If you took the bind, extend the arm back forward. With the arms extended forward together, we're going to bring the hand back near the body. Plant the left palm, inhale, right hand high, reach up, breathe in. And exhale, hands down to the earth. Let's do the other side. Right hand anchors down. Inhale your left hand high. Reach up, breathe in. Take 3 circles with your wrist in one direction. After your third round, we'll pause and we'll take 3 circles in the other direction. After your third round going in that direction, pause the turning of the wrist, open up your chest a little bit more and thread your left arm underneath your right armpit. Put your ear and shoulder down onto the ground. Extend the right arm forward as one of the options, or take the right hand around your back and tuck the fingers into the crease of your hips for the bind. 3 rounds of breath once you arrive in your threaded needle. Every inhale expands you from the inside out, creating a really unique and lovely twist. Every exhale helps you to drop a little deeper into this. One more time, big breath in, big breath out. Release the top arm back to the side of the head, plant the palm. Inhale, left hand high, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, palms plant, tabletop position. Next, we'll tuck our toes and bring your hips high for downward facing dog. Start to pedal through the legs once you arrive, just shifting through the hips, opening up the feet, opening up the ankles, the calves, and the Achilles. Start to settle into stillness after a couple of rounds of breath, dropping the shoulders from your ears, tilting your hips up high, pressing down through the pointer finger and thumb as you rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Empty the lungs completely, and then walk the feet to the back of the wrist. Travel forward into ragdoll at the top of the mat. Nice generous bend in your knees. We're going to take our left foot behind our right foot. This is a great time to perhaps incorporate one or both of your blocks. I'm going to bring them forward now just to show you how you might use them. So we are going to step our left foot behind our right foot. We're going to plant our left palm and take your right hand high up towards the sky. Open up your chest, draw your tailbone back, scoop the belly in, take another big breath, and then exhale, hands down to the earth. Step your left foot out to the side, back into your forward fold. Second side, step your left leg back behind the right leg. Plant your right palm, inhale, left hand up, breathe and reach. Couple more rounds of breath. Lengthen your spine on your inhales. Exhale, twist a little deeper. One more big breath in. Hands down to the earth or to your blocks. Step the feet back, hip distance apart. And you can set your blocks off to the side. We're in our forward fold, heel toe the feet together. Bring your toes into touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank position. Energy from heels to crown, zip your tummy in from lower abs to upper abs. Micro bend the elbows and push the earth away from your armpits. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple rounds of breath, find your Ujjayi breath again in this shape. On your next inhale, lift your right leg high, big breath in. Right knee to your left elbow, hold it there. Push the earth away, tummy zips in, stay for 3. Stay 2, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step forward and through into a low lunge position. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, inhale, hands come high. Reach up towards the sky. Sink low in the hips, but take the upper body up as you soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Good, breathe in to prepare. Exhale, open twist to the right. Right hand swoops back, left hand swoops forward. Reach through the fingers, soften the shoulders down. 2 more rounds of breath. Big inhale, big exhale. One more time, big breath in, big breath out. Good, inhale, hands come high. Breathe in. Exhale, half splits. Bring your hands down to the earth. Curl your toes up to your nose. Perhaps you walk those toes forward a few inches before you take the toes back towards your face. You can keep your fingers tented, or once again, bringing a block underneath your left hand could come in handy. Remember, your block has 3 heights. There's the short side, the medium side, and the high side. Find the height that's best for you. Left hand's gonna plant on the earth or on the block, and then we're gonna inhale our right hand high. Open up your chest towards the side of the room. Soften the shoulders down away from your ears. Press your right heel down into the ground and breathe. 2 more rounds of breath. Another big inhale. Another big exhale. Last breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Walk your weight forward. Set your block off to the side. Tuck your back toes. Right leg comes high, 3-legged dog. You can shake it out. You can scorpion the leg. Find your way back to a 3-legged dog. And then exhale into a downward facing dog. We'll do the left leg now. Inhale, left leg high. Reach up, breathe in. Left knee to your right elbow across your body. Push the earth away. Lift the knee up a little higher. Stay for 3. Stay 2. Inhale, left leg high. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Place the foot. Back knee drops down. Untuck the back toes to the top of your foot on the mat. Inhale your hands up into crescent moon. So this is a crescent lunge variation. We're going to sink down into our hips a lot. We have the stability of our back knee on the ground so we can really focus on what's happening in the hips and the upper body. On your next exhale, we're going to swing the left arm back behind you, right hand forward. From heart center, reach out through those fingers. Keep sinking low into the hips. 2 more rounds of breath. Every inhale, we grow taller. Every exhale, we twist deeper. 1 more breath in. Good. Hands come up towards the ceiling. Shoulders stay soft away from the ears. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Walk your left foot a little further forward. Half splits or half Hanuman. Curl your toes up to your nose. Option 1, fingertips stay to the earth. Option 2, you can bring your block underneath your right hand. I'm using the lowest height. You can use any height that works for you. Right hand's gonna stay, left hand up towards the sky. Open your chest up towards the side of the room. Soften the shoulders down, zip the tummy in, reach through the fingers, pull back on those toes. So you don't wanna point the toes when you start this twist. Keep the toes pointing back towards your face. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hands come down, plant the palms, set your block off to the side. Boop. And palms plant, tuck your back toes, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, 2 more rounds of breath. Preparing for our sun salutation A. Sun salutations help us to welcome in the heat of our body when we flow. Also helps us to welcome the heat of the day, welcoming the sun back into our day to warm the bodies and to warm our planet. Rise to the balls of your feet when you're ready. Bend your knees, look forward, travel to your hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, hands come up. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Zip the belly from lower abs to upper abs. Reach through the fingers. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sit back, fly the hands back behind you, palms face the floor. Shoulders traction away from the ears. Breathe. Inhale, Tadasana, stand up tall, root to rise, create length through your body, spread out your feet so all 4 corners of your feet are touching the earth. Breath in to prepare, and then we're gonna exhale, step your left foot behind your right foot, grab your left wrist, squeeze your inner thighs together and bend over to the right, soften the shoulders away from your ears. Square those hips towards the top of your mat, breathe in, maybe even look up, hold for 3, 2, step your left foot back to the right foot, switch the grip in your hands, switch the legs, right foot steps behind you, squeeze your inner thighs together, soften shoulders from your ears, gaze up, breathe in, 2 more rounds of breath. Last big breath in, and then back to center, step your feet to the middle, release the hands, lifted heart, back bend, look up, gaze up, eyes up. Inhale, Tadasana, reach up, breath in. Exhale, fold forward, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank position. Our first high to low push-up. Our high to low push-ups also called the chaturanga, and there are 4 parts. There's the high plank, there's the low plank that can be taken from your toes or from your knees. You could also come all the way down onto your belly when we come low. There'll be an up dog or a cobra, and then a downward facing dog. So high plank, first step. Low plank, second step. Up dog or cobra, third part of the chaturanga. Shoulders push back, heart pulls forward, skull pushes back. Final part of the chaturanga is a downward facing dog. We'll roll over the toes, bring your hips high and pause to find your breath. We're going to start to flow through our sun salutation A, creating a little dance with our breath, moving breath to movement. Inhale, rise high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, travel to your hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, hands float up. Exhale, float the hands back. Inhale, Tadasana, stand up tall. Exhale, step the left foot behind the right, squeeze your inner thighs, bend it over. Back to center, release your hands to the other side, step the foot back, reach over. Back to center, release the hands, lifted heart back, bend cactus arms, look up. Inhale, Tadasana, breath in. Exhale, fold forward, come all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank position. Lower down halfway or all the way, up dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Let's go through our sun salutation A one more time. Inhale, rise high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fly the hands. Inhale, Tadasana, stand up. Exhale, bend it to the right. Inhale, back to center, switch your grip, bend it to the left. Inhale, back to center, release hands and feet, lifted heart back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant palms, step or hop it back. Chaturanga, high plank to low plank or cobra, or low plank or all the way down to the mat. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath to bookend your sun salutation A. We're going to move into our sun salutation B now. I'm going to turn it to the side to begin. We'll soft bend the knees, hips come high, shoulders traction away from the ears. First round we'll take in our sun salutation B slow, then we'll flow it breath to movement, then we'll add some layers. Inhale, right leg comes high, breath in, reach it up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow across your body, push the earth away, hold for 3. Hold 2, right leg high, inhale. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, launch onto your right leg, left leg floats high. Exhale, Shiva squat, curtsy it down. Inhale, standing splits, reach up. Exhale, curtsy again to prepare. All the way up to one-legged Tadasana. Inhale, root down, rise up, breath in. Reach through the fingertips, soften shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist towards the left, towards the front leg. Open up your body. Fix your gaze to something still out in the distance. That will help you balance. Hold it for a few more moments. And then inhale, back up to one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, step it back into a low flying crescent. Palms face the floor, ball of the foot is connected to the earth. Then we're going to step our back foot in into a warrior 1 legs, hands float up for warrior 1 arms. Hips square towards the top of the mat, soften the shoulders down away from the ears, spread out those feet. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. So the length of your feet and the width of your feet will help to make the square hips easier. You might want to widen your stance if you're having trouble squaring your hips, or step the back foot closer to the front foot to get the hips to be square to the short edge of your mat. Once you have those square hips, reach up, breathe in.
Interlace hands together behind your back. Find again this webbing to webbing grip. Palms face together. We're gonna keep the heels of the hands touching. This may mean that you bend your elbows a lot. When the elbows are bent, it allows the stretch to leave the wrist. Sometimes we see wrists like this, and you see the stretches landing in the wrists and less in the shoulders. So if we bring the palms to touch, bend the elbows, we can open up the chest a little bit better. So make sure the palms are connected, elbows are bent, and chest is open. Breathe in to prepare. Then you can start to straighten the arms. Exhale, humble warrior. Slide your right rib to the inside of your right leg. Let your head, neck, and shoulders be really heavy. Anchor your back foot to the floor. Spread out the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Release the hands down to the earth. Roll onto the ball of your left foot. Inhale. Right hand comes high. Breath in. 2 rounds of breath. Micro bent left elbow. Nice wide spread fingers on your left hand. Keep your left hip lifted. Left pinky toe active, pressing down into the floor. Soften shoulders from the ears. Exhale, horizon lunge. In your horizon lunge, you're going to pivot on your back heel and the ball of your back foot so that your toes, knees, and hips all turn towards the side of the room. We're going to reach our right hand back. You're going to micro bend the left elbow. Feel the stretch on that bottom hip. Reach and breathe. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. Next, bring it back up into a low twisted crescent. Inhale. Exhale. Palms come down. Prasarita. Toes turn in, heels turn out. Take a wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees a lot. Let's come into bear pose this first time. So you're going to sit your butt nice and low. You're going to grab a hold of your ankles. Press your forearms into your shins. Butt stays low. Shoulders pull from ears. Flat back. 2 more rounds of breath. Good, release your hands, plant palms, lift your hips. Star pose, bend the knees a lot. Come all the way up to standing. Zip the tummy in from lower abs to upper abs. Reach up really high towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, horse pose. Hands come to heart, palms press together. Press the knees back. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your knees. Let your shoulders slink up to your ears. Push back into those inner thighs. Breath in, lengthen from tailbone to crown. Exhale, twist towards your front leg. Inhale again. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Back to center, to the back of your mat. Exhale, twist, push into your inner thighs. Let your shoulders slink up to your ears. Feel that compression in the shoulders. Feel the twist through your spine. Inhale, back to center. Star pose, reach up, breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Bend deep into your front knee. Spread out those feet. Reach from heart center through the fingers. Hug your heels together. Even though they're separate, can you bring them in towards the center line to activate underneath the legs? Feel that energy move up through your body, up through the crown as the shoulders and rib cage press down in the opposite direction. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. 3 rounds of breath. We take these 3 rounds of breath to wake up the muscles, to wake up the connective tissue, to learn something about where our brain and body is at in this moment. Take another breath in. Exhale, swim your hands down to the earth. Good. Hold it here. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale. Good. Left hand's going to stay. Right hand comes high. Open up your body to the side of the room. We're going to move into a side plank from here, Vashisthasana. Option to stay on the ball of your left foot. Option to drop the back knee down. Right foot's going to come to your left foot into side plank. Now again, there's an option here or the option to have the knee down. We'll open up our chest, stay for another breath or 2. On your exhale, palms press down to the earth. Come into your high plank, take your high to low push-up, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulders back. press the feet down. Skull pushes towards the back of the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. I'm going to flip it around to show you on the other side. We'll start in downward facing dog for the left side. Find your breath, Ujjayi breath. Left leg's going to float up on your inhale. Left knee to your right elbow across the body on your exhale. Push the earth away. Micro bent elbows. Stay for 3. Stay 2. Inhale, left leg high. Reach it up. Exhale, step through, low lunge. From your low lunge, prepare. We're coming into standing splits. Map it out in your brain first, and then launch. You could have done this on the other side. When you come into standing splits, if it feels like your fingertips are far from the earth, this is a great place to incorporate blocks. Again, remember you have 3 different heights on your blocks, so you can find the version that makes sense for you. Shiva squat, take your right knee to your left knee, squeeze your left butt cheek, curl into a tiny little ball, zip your belly in. Inhale, lengthen, breathe in, reach out. Exhale, Shiva squat. This time we're coming into a one-legged Tadasana, big move all the way up to standing. When you get to your one-legged Tadasana, get taller through your crown, soften shoulders from your ears, lift your left quad up and off your kneecap. 2 more rounds of breath. We're going to open twist to the right. Right hand comes back, left hand comes forward. Balance for 2 rounds of breath. Feel your tummy ignite. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. One-legged Tadasana. Bring your hands back up. Exhale, step it back into a low flying crescent. Palms face the floor. Nice deep bend in your left knee. Tummy zipped in, shoulders away from your ears. We're still on the ball of the back foot as we land. Then we'll step the back foot in for warrior 1 legs. Hands float up towards the sky. Reach up, soft shoulders, zip the belly in from lower abs to upper abs. 2 more rounds of breath. Remember, you can change the width of your feet or the length of your feet to create the square hips. Inhale, we prepare. Exhale, interlace hands behind you. Inhale, chest opening. Remember to bring the palms to touch, even if it means bending your elbows a lot, so that the stretch lands in the shoulders and not in the wrists. Reach the fists back, open up your chest, breathe in to prepare. Exhale, humble warrior. Dip your heart low. Let the left rib slide into the inside of your left leg. Take the fist forward and the crown of your head down to the earth. 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more big breath in. Big breath out. Release hands down to the ground. Roll onto the ball of your right foot. You're in a low lunge. Inhale, left hand comes high, low twisted crescent. 2 rounds of breath, open up your chest. On your next inhale, prepare. Exhale, horizon lunge. We're pivoting on the heel of the back of the front foot, the ball of the back foot. Reach back, gaze back, drop your hips down. Micro bent bottom elbow, reach through the fingers, open the chest. Back up to a low twisted crescent on your inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Quarter turn into Prasarita, toes turn to the side of your mat. Fold deep into this. Interlace your hands together behind your back. Take the fists forward, soft bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Star pose, inhale, release the hands, come all the way up. Big breath in, exhale, horse pose, palms pressed together, shoulders roll back. Feel all 4 corners of your feet pressing down. Inhale, star pose, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Drop deep into your left knee. Lift up the quad of the back leg. Hug your heels together. From heart center, reach out through the fingers like crazy. Inhale, reverse warrior, 3 rounds of breath. Left hand comes high, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand down, right hand high. Use your bottom arm as leverage. Option to rest your left elbow on your knee instead of keeping the arm straight. Do what feels best to you to find that sweet zone of between effort and ease. We want to feel change happening, strength being built, but we don't ever want to feel so stressed out that we hurt ourselves or create more tension in our body or in our life. Reverse warrior, left hand comes high, gaze comes up, breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. 2 more rounds of breath, soft shoulders, inhale. Exhale, last time, breath in. Exhale, swim your hands down to the earth. Plant your palms. Right hand's gonna stay. Left hand up towards the sky. We're preparing for Vashisthasana. Option to drop the back knee down. Option to keep it lifted. Step your left foot to your right foot, side plank. Inhale and hold for 3. Hold 2, hands to the earth. Chaturanga, plant your palms. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. From your downward facing dog, we're now going to go breath to movement. I'll turn to face forward to flow with you. We're going to flow it through one time, and then we're going to add some layers to it. Inhale, right leg high, breath in. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, launch onto your right leg. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. One-legged Tadasana. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, step it back, low flying crescent. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, interlace hands. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, release your hands. Roll to the back of your foot. Ball of your foot on the back. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale, back up to a low twisted crescent. Exhale, fold, turn, and twist. Wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Star again, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, top of the mat. Left hand down, right hand high, breathe in. Side plank, right foot to the left foot. Hold it, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, on your breath in, float your left leg high. Left knee to your right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, squat. Again, get ready. One-legged Tadasana, stand up tall, breathe in. Open twist to the right, breathe out. One-legged Tadasana, breathe in. Low flying crescent, breathe out. Warrior 1, breathe in. Interlace your hands, breathe out. Chest expansion, breathe in. Humble warrior, breathe out. Take a breath at the bottom, inhale. Release the hands, exhale. Low twisted crescent, inhale. Horizon lunge, exhale. Low twisted crescent, breathe in. Hands down, quarter turn, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Star, inhale. Horse, exhale. Star, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Reverse warrior, inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Inhale, low twisted crescent. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, hands down, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna add on this round. I'll turn to the side once again to walk us through the up layers for us to try. We'll start with our right leg on our inhale, lift it up. Right knee to your left elbow, exhale, twist. We're gonna send the sole of our foot to the side for fallen star. Right hand will stay, left hand up towards the sky. Pull back on your right hip to stack the hips. Press the blade edges of your feet into the floor. Open up your chest. Stay 3. Stay 2. Now, you're gonna bring your hands down. Drop your right hip to the floor. Hug your elbows in against your body. We're gonna take some push-ups from this split leg position. So falling star push-ups, you're gonna lower yourself down, lift yourself up. Let's do that a couple more times. Lower it down, lift yourself up. One more time, so we exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Last time, lower and lift. Good. Plant the palms, press down through the feet, lift your right hip off the ground. 3-legged dog. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Standing splits, inhale. Shiva squats, exhale. If you have handstand in your practice, you could spend a couple of these Shiva squats popping up onto your palms, popping into a handstand on your hand, just playing a little bit, enjoying your practice, enjoying your body. After a couple of rounds of handstands or Shiva squats, we're gonna start to come on up to a one-legged Tadasana. So we've been here before, some layers that you can try. Option 1, when we twist to the side, you can bring your hand to the outside of your knee and you'll twist your body holding onto the knee. Another option is to take your hand to the blade edge of your foot and extend it out. If you do this, you don't want to round through your spine, so you might have to keep your knee bent a lot to find the twist, or you can incorporate your strap, your t-shirt, or your towel. You can place this strap on the ball of your foot and extend the leg out, allowing there to be a stacked body and enough space for your hamstring. Good. Back to center. One-legged Tadasana. Inhale. We'll set the strap behind us. Big breath in. Exhale. Step it back. Low flying crescent. You can linger through an airplane pose there if you'd like. We're going to move into Warrior 1 next. Hands come up. Breathe in. Step the back foot in. Exhale. Humble warrior. We'll interlace the hands behind us. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, dip the heart low down towards the mat for humble. Fists come forward, head comes down. Breathe in and release your hands and stay. Tuck your right shoulder underneath your right leg. Option 1, we stay right here, bending deep into our front knee. Option 2, maybe we find a bind, taking our hands behind our back, grabbing the opposite hand behind us, and staying here with the bind. You could also fly your hands to either side, or if you have a side curl, or if you have hurdlers in your practice, you can take that too. 2 more rounds of breath. And then release. Come on up. We're going to straighten our front leg. Find your block or your book if you would like. I'm going to use this for our pyramid pose. So we're going to straighten the 2 legs, turn the hips forward, left hand plants on the block or on the floor, up to you. Nice flat back, and then inhale your right hand up towards the sky. Breathe. 2 more rounds of breath. Scissor those inner thighs together, lengthen through the spine. Breathe in once again. Exhale, hands come down. Quarter turn towards the left into Prasarita. Wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper. One more time, wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, Skandasana. Bend your left knee, turn your right toes up towards the sky. You can stay right here, or you could come into an open arm variation of this posture, or you could work on a bind in this posture, taking the arm behind you, finding the hands, and lifting your chest. Breathe wherever you end up landing. Find the version that works for you, creating a bit of stress in your practice, but never so much so that your nervous system goes into overdrive. We want to find that sweet spot between effort and ease. Hands come down to the earth, back into your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Star pose, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, horse pose. Knees press back, palms press together. Inhale, star pose, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, top of the mat. Left hand stays, right hand comes up. We're moving into the side plank. Option to take a few different leg variations. We already talked about dropping the knee as one variation and taking the right leg back. You can also float the top leg from that side plank with the knee dropped. Another thing you could try from here is perhaps taking two peace fingers to your big toe and rotating over to the side, lifting your hips and reaching through those toes. Another variation is perhaps tree legs, lifting the hips and keeping those tree legs. From here, we're gonna move through a high to low push-up, palms plant down, lower yourself down halfway, maybe with tree legs. When we come to up dog, both legs come back, shoulders press back, heart presses forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, find your breath. I'm switching sides. We'll do the other side now. Keep your Ujjayi breath steady. Let the heart rate start to slow as we prepare for second side. Inhale, float your left leg high, breath in. Left knee to your right elbow across your body. Hold it there. Falling star, send the sole of your foot out. Left hand plants, right hand up. Squeeze those inner thighs, press down into the bottom edges of your feet. Hold for a breath in. Then hands come down. Lower your hips down towards the earth. Elbows graze the side of your body. Inhale, lift up. Some push-ups from falling star legs. So we're gonna lower down and lift. Couple more times and lift. Exhales to lower. Inhales, we lift. Last time, lower and lift. Plant your palms, scissor those legs, lift the hips up. Three-legged dog, scoot your left leg through. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Launch onto your left leg, right leg floats high. Chest down towards the thighs, toes point down. Shiva squats. We can take a couple of these or handstand kick-ups. You do you. Listen to your body. Have some fun in your practice. Good. After a few rounds, we're gonna bring the knee in. I'm gonna grab my strap, knowing that where we're headed next. I'm gonna bring it right next to me. Standing splits, inhale. Shiva squat, exhale. We're gonna come on up into a one-legged Tadasana. I brought the strap along because I know I like that for my twisted standing one-legged Tadasana. Option to bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, twisting through your spine. Option to grab the outside of the leg if that works for you. I like to put the strap on the ball of my foot and send the leg out that way. My left hand will hold onto the strap. I'll twist towards the long end of my mat, towards the right, towards the extended leg out in front of me. Lift my heart a little bit higher, reach back through that back arm. Take a breath, and then exhale, bring it back to center. I'll set the strap down. Option to move through an airplane pose. Option to step the foot back straight away. Palms are facing down. Step the back foot in. Inhale, warrior one. Hands come up. Square the hips, breath in. Exhale, interlace hands behind you. Find a webbing to webbing grip. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring it down low. Sink super low into that front leg. Breathe in to prepare. Release the hands. Tuck your left shoulder underneath your left leg. Option one, to stay right here. Option two, find the bind. Wrap the arms around. Capture the right hand and left hand together. Option three, to fly the arms to either side. Chest stays low, palms face out. If you have a hurdler's pose in your practice, you could also try that here too. Last breath in. Hands come down. We're going to straighten both of the legs into pyramid legs. I like to have the block for this one. You can choose to tent the fingers or place your palm down. I'm going to place my hand on the block and I'm going to lift my left hand up towards the sky. It's also nice once in a while to check on how flat your back is by bringing your hand to your lower back. Once your hand's on the lower back, you can open up your chest, keeping that part of your body flat. 2 more rounds of breath at your edge. A twisted pyramid pose. Last breath in. Hands come down to the earth. Good. Move the block. Keep on rotating all the way around. Wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale into Skandasana, into your back leg. So we just twisted facing the front leg, which was our left leg. Now we're Skandasanaing to your right leg. Right hand stays down, left hand comes up as an option. If you like to take binds here, this would be a great time to take a bind. I'm going to stay with the open arms. Another round of breath. Great, big inhale, big exhale. Hands are going to come down. Bring it into a wide-legged forward fold. Wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, fold into this. Star pose, inhale. Horse pose, exhale. Almost there, inhale, star pose. To your left leg, warrior two, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale, left hand comes high. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand comes high. Exhale, low lunge, palms down to the earth. Square your hips, right hand stays, left hand up, preparing for our side plank. Remember, there's an option to drop the knee, option to keep the leg lifted, option to grab 2 peace fingers onto your big toe. We're going to move to our variation of side plank. Open up the hips, extend the leg up, breathe in. Option 1 stays here. Another option is to put the foot on the leg for tree legs. Breathe in at your edge, hands down to the earth. Chaturanga, lower down halfway, send the leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so that is our sun salutation B. We're gonna move into our peak posture. I mentioned the posture Astavakrasana. And Astavakra having the 8 angles from his father cursing at him from the womb for correcting him on his Vedas. And so I'm going to show you this posture. We're going to break it down 1 step at a time. So we'll start in seated with our right leg on top of our left leg, like a double angle pose or a seated pigeon pose. So we have the bend in the front leg, and we're going to bring this top leg in towards our body. You're going to wrap your arms around this leg. So you could bring your hands to touch. You could also scoop up the leg from the shin, but just bring your leg in towards your chest as much as you can. And then to start to rock around a little bit to open up your right hip. We did a lot of hip opening throughout our practice today, but we're going to continue to layer onto that hip opening to get ourselves into this peak pose. So Astavakra, we're going to take our foot. Now we're going to pull our foot back towards our face. So our knees dropping really far back behind us. We're getting the sole of our foot nice and close to our ears. We're still lifting up in our chest. And now we're gonna take our right shoulder and we're gonna tuck it underneath our right leg. Almost like you're putting a backpack on. So you're gonna slide the leg up and high onto your shoulder. Once it's there, we're looking for what is called a skin lock in the yoga practice. And what that is we're trying to get the skin of our leg to lock, to slide and find friction against the skin of the arm. So I'm gonna pull it up nice and high and I'm gonna clamp down on my arm. So I'm gonna pull my hamstring in, shortening the hamstring and bringing the heel towards my body. From here, I'm gonna put my right hand down and hope that this leg stays where it's at. Next, once we're here, we're gonna take the bottom leg, we're gonna cross it over the top ankle. So you can see I have my ankles crossed. I'm squeezing my tricep of my right arm between my hamstring and my calf. Next thing to try is to lift your booty off the ground. So you'll press your palms down and lift up. Take a few of those, try it out, see what happens. If you're getting some lift, you're probably ready for the next step. The next step here is to lift your butt. You're gonna squeeze your bottom thigh up towards your arm and send your legs out towards the side of the room. So it looks like this. We're gonna lift up, squeeze the bottom leg. I'm hinging on the tricep of my right arm. I'm gonna squeeze my ankles together and you can see I make 8 angles in my body. We'll breathe at our edge for a couple of rounds of breath. 2 more rounds of breath. And release. Now when we lift up and drop forward, that can be scary or intimidating. You could try taking this posture from a laying down position. You have to have strong arms to get there, but many of us do from our chaturangas. So from here you can see that I'm lying down, I've got my 8 angles set up, and then I'm gonna press down and lift my body off the ground as much as I can. That's another way to come into 8 angle. And we'll lower. Okay. Practice that on that side a couple of times. Once you're feeling ready, like you've given it all that you can, we're gonna try the other side. Remember, we have to be willing to fail in order to succeed. And in this posture, we're really trying to float our body and to use hinging on this back of our tricep to get some lift. So we'll play with that on this side too. So your left leg is gonna cross over. Layer 1 or step number 1 is here in our double angle pose. Okay? After you've been there for a few moments, we're gonna take our left leg and we're gonna bring it in, capturing the shin of your left leg. Lift your chest, rock a little side to side. That's still helping to open up my left hip. After a couple of moments of opening my left hip, I'm gonna take it to the next step by grabbing a hold of the sole of the foot, pulling the sole of my foot back towards my ear, all the way back. I remember my first teacher that taught me Ashtavakra was like, put your sole of your foot up by your ear like you're making a phone call on the sole of your foot. Super silly, but that's where you want your foot to be, nice and close towards the side of your ear. Next, we're gonna take this left leg and we're gonna bring it nice and high like a backpack over your left shoulder. So bring it up as high as you can. Clamp down, bring the calf to your hamstring. Hold your left arm in that clamp. Now that you've got the clamp, that skin lock going on, you're gonna bring your top leg up and over, ankles pressed together a ton. You can practice a few times lifting your butt up and off the ground. After you feel comfortable with that, we'll play with the full expression. Squeeze your bottom inner thigh in and up as you send your legs off to the side. Lift, squeeze, lower. Hold it and breathe. Couple rounds of breath. Ankles are squeezing. I'm really resting my top leg on the back of my left tricep. Last breath in and release. On the other side, I showed you that it's possible to come down into the laying down position and then just practice lifting up from there. Ugh, hold it and breathe. That's an option too. Okay. Ashtavakrasana. Now, we're gonna start to wind things down. Come onto your backs. You're gonna cross your right ankle over your left knee. Find the figure 4. Option to keep the left foot down, option to lift it up. You can grab a hold of your hamstring, your shin, or you can even scoop up the shin of your lifted leg, the right leg, and extend the left leg out. Let your head be heavy wherever you end up going. If that feels okay to hold on to the shin, you could also try bringing your arms around like we did from the seated position. Let's take a couple more rounds of breath. Last big breath in. Last big breath out. Release the bottom leg down, release the top leg, squeeze your knee in towards your chest. Right leg comes to the left side of your body for a final twist. Guide your right arm back behind you. Reach back, look back, twist. 2 more rounds of breath. Last big breath in. Last big breath out. Bring it back to center. Switch out the sides. Left leg's gonna cross over the right leg. Option 1, you're right here, happy as can be. Option 2, you can grab a hold of the hamstring. Option 3, maybe you grab a hold of the shin. Your left elbow is gonna press gently into the inside of your left leg. Another option that you can play with is grabbing a hold of the lifted leg shin and extending the right leg out. You could stay there, or you could bring your arms around the leg like we did when we began preparing for Ashtavakrasana. Breathe a couple of rounds of breath, opening up that hip a little bit deeper. Chin tucks, back of your neck close to the earth. Last breath in. And then release the bottom leg down, release the top leg, pull the knee in towards your armpit. Left leg to the right side of your body for your final twist on this side. Reach your left arm back, gaze over your left shoulder. A couple more rounds of breath. Last big breath in. Last big breath out. Cool. You're going to roll your left hip back down toward the earth. If there's any postures you need to prepare for final Shavasana, now's the time. We're going to start to bring our body into our resting position, final Shavasana. Eyes can flutter closed, palms face upward. Just relax your body into the floor. Allow your breath to be natural. Allow yourself to begin to get really heavy. Let any tension that might be still stored in your body start to melt down into Mother Earth. Start to melt so much that the edges of your body start to fade, and you lose sensation of where your body ends and the rest of the world begins. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, this would be a great time to pause the video and to allow yourself to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you feel ready to start to merge your energy back into the day, you can begin to deepen your breath once again. After a few rounds of breath, you can begin to bring movement into your hands and into your feet, into your wrists and into your ankles. You can take a big good morning stretch, reaching your hands up and over your head, letting your spine arch and your toes point. After you take a big breath there, we'll move into a fetal position. Roll to your favorite side, stack your shoulders and your hips. Allow yourself to feel grounded, supported, cradled. This is a great time to set an intention with how you'd like to move forward. And also a great time to shed any old stagnant energy that no longer serves you. Once you feel aligned with your intention and free of any stagnant energy, we press down into the earth and come up to a comfortable seated position. Once you've arrived at your seat, bring your hands to heart center. You can gaze softly at your fingertips or close your eyes. My understanding of the practice of yoga is that we bring together our body, our mind, and our divine energy that courses through us. It's my belief that the divine energy that courses through us courses through everything else in this universe and beyond. It's my belief that when we do our work on our mat to lift our own vibration, to connect to this divine energy, that we not only lift our own vibration, but because of that connection, we lift the vibration of the collective. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Thank you for doing your work. Together we lift our thumbs to our forehead, our center of intuition, and bow to the divine nature in each other and all things. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, my name is Kimberly, and this is a class where we worked our way up to Astavakrasana. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you back soon on your mat. Bye now.